Hey Brink of Speed, I have a comic book that I could trade for your C8 Corvette.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep, I'm catching a plane to DFW now. See you in a few hours.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today, I am doing something a little unusual, but it's really, really cool. Nevertheless, I'm going to meet up with a guy that has an original 1941 #1 Captain America comic. So this is the very first Captain America comic book, and he's wanting to pair these two up, my Captain America C8 and his Captain America comic book, and do kind of like a photo shoot. And I wanted to document this because I thought it was really cool, especially because of the fact that his comic book is worth pretty much what this car is worth. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just waiting for them to get here, but look at how beautiful Captain America's looking right now. I cleaned him up last night and got him ready for this photo shoot. Absolutely spotless. Awesome. You guys have your Captain America gear on.
Ready.
Sweet.
What's up, Mike?
What's up? How's it going, man?
Better in person, man. How's everything?
Good, man. You? You're Mikey?
I'm Mikey.
And
Mikey.
Yaniv?
Yaniv, yeah.
Cool.
Dude, we're excited.
I'm excited to see the freaking comic, man. Let's see it.
Let's see. All right. Pull it out. This is a very special book. Mikey, do you want to give an introduction?
Introduction
Yeah.
from 1941. Captain America's first debuted comic book, fighting Hitler, the very first Hitler comic book cover.
Ready?
Dun dun dun.
Sweet.
Universal, unrestored. Captain America
Oh
Comics
my gosh,
#1.
look at that. That is amazing.
Here it is. Here,
First
Mikey.
I've
appearance
seen
of
pictures
Cap,
of
first
it.
appearance of Bucky. This thing's sick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
so
agree
this is where it all
100%.
Yeah.
started.
Value-wise, roughly the same.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what I told the audience, that
Right,
the
so-
value is pretty
So
similar.
We're actually trading this one this weekend tomorrow.
Yep.
And,
Yep,
Okay.
we just cleared a deal for it.
Yeah, for around 100 grand.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
What?
and this is a 1.0, right? So there's higher grades. So what is it, 940?
100 grand for this comic? Good God, that's worth more than the car.
Just under $1 million.
Yeah, so-
about what, a year ago? Year and a
Yeah,
half ago?
about
About a year and a half ago.
The highest grade?
No.
Second highest.
No. Second highest graded, but there's probably two
Jeez.
others better.
So this is the company CGC. So they grade the
Okay.
comic book. So this is from 1941. They gave it a grade. So it's blue and it's universal, which means that it's unrestored. So no one color touched it. They didn't add any pieces.
Okay.
So it's all original from 1941. And you can see like there's a split here, so the cover's
Oh, yeah.
attached. So you can see it's kind of roughed up. It is, you know,
Hey.
it is from 1941,
Yeah,
so it's got some age to it.
It's old.
But this is from March 1941, so it's before America entered the war, right? So this
Right.
is actually pretty shocking at the time for them to post Hitler up on a cover like that. It was a very political statement that they were making.
Absolutely.
And then a few months later, we entered the war and kicked some Nazi ass.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So that's what it's
And it's
about.
done by Jack Kirby, who's one of the most just influential, prolific comic book artists, period. He worked all the way into the 60s, 70s.
Okay.
Did a bunch of stuff for Marvel, DC. It's
Nice.
as big as it gets.
Well, that's awesome.
Comic book artist is probably the biggest comic book artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's pair these bad boys up.
Yeah, let's get this
Let's do
together.
it.
Let's see it. That looks so nice. The photos and the videos don't do it justice. I think everyone needs to see this in person.
I agree, man. I'm biased, but the videos don't even do it justice. I mean,
That's insane.
some of the drone work that I do with it does a pretty good job, but
Right.
when you see it in person, it's just so
No.
much better
Oh, no way.
because of the mural.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So we'll get some shots in there. So again, ladies and gentlemen, these two gentlemen brought the #1 Captain America comic book. It's worth 100 grand. And we're gonna do a photo shoot with the Captain America C8 and get you guys some amazing shots. So check it out. Yaniv is going to show us a little bit of history from this comic book.
So right here, so this is Captain America #1, of course. So it's the first appearance of Captain America. It's the start of it all. So this is where he first appeared. Bucky first appears right here as well, and Red Skull. And what's interesting about it is they actually showcase Hitler on the cover, and it's the first American comic book to feature Hitler. And they were showing a pretty big political stance at the time.
Sure.
And there were actually Nazis in America, and Timely, which is Marvel.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were called Timely. They actually got death threats from like Nazis in America before the war started because of publishing this cover. You know, a few months after, you know, U.S. entered the war, so that changed a bit.
Sure.
They kind of scurried away, and then many other war covers started featuring Hitler on the cover, making fun of him getting beat up, and different things like that. And those are really highly sought after and collectible these days. But what's interesting about the #1 is that you can see here he has the like the tri-point shield.
Sure.
That, you know, it's not the iconic round shield that you know of. So what happened was there was a character before Captain America, just a few months, named the Shield, and his costume looked exactly like that. So they were actually afraid of getting a lawsuit. So what they had to do is they had to change the shield up, which is now like the round iconic shield, which, you know, you can see today.
Yes, sir.
And that's kind of like the origin of the shield. So I thought that was kind of neat.
That's really cool, man.
It only appears for one issue like that. So that's that.
Awesome. That is so cool, man. I'm so glad you brought this
Yeah.
down. You came all the way from Canada.
Yeah, all the way from Toronto. You know, I've been watching the channel for a good little bit now, for probably around a year.
Sweet.
And yeah, I love the car, I love the build, and I'm a huge Captain America fan, huge comic collector. So, you know, I always thought it would be nice to bring this and pair it up one day, and here it is together. The start of Captain America, and now the Captain America C8 2020. So it's pretty incredible.
Well, I don't know what to say other than it's so cool to have you as a fan of the channel,
Definitely
and it's
appreciate
so
it.
cool to have you as, you know, a lover of Captain America, and then to have this along with it is just amazing.
This is something that
So-
you'd see at Marvel exhibits and museums. So to
Yeah.
be able to, you know, get a nice up close and personal look at it, it's pretty rare. So
I agree.
yeah, and it'll be pretty cool to see what the audience thinks. I think probably the car they choose, but, you know, in terms of the value, they're
know.
pretty similar. So it's
I think there's, I don't know, what do you guys think? I think there's going to be quite a few people out there that are going to like the comic book better than even that car, because that thing has so much history on it.
Yeah, so with these, they've all, you know, they're an investment, they're a piece of history. So
Yes.
there's a different way of kind of looking after and taking care of it. So
I agree.
It's pretty nice. I actually got something for you as well. We got a little.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. It's in here. Pull it out. So it's just a
Holy-
nice Captain America comic here.
Awesome,
It's a reprint of issue
man.
100, which is like his origin story.
Thank
If
you
flip it
so
over,
much.
There's another book there as well.
Wow,
Yeah, so
that
that's
is really
that's a
nice
cool
of you guys.
Yeah, no problem. This is a cool little special issue. Captain America goes to war against drugs, so it's just another issue that was probably in like the 80s or so. Just thought
Yeah,
like
it probably
that.
was the 80s.
Yeah, because that was like during that time. That's where they were kind of cracking down on all that stuff.
It was
right?
91.
So yeah. That's
Wow,
pretty
that
neat.
is really neat, guys. I really appreciate
No
that.
problem.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
I really
much.
like it, and, yeah,
Well,
thanks
it's
again.
been great meeting both of you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too, man.
Yeah, and thank you so much for bringing all
Sure.
this. Thank you for the gift.
Definitely.
This is just awesome. And that's even more awesome.
Yeah.
So again, I want to thank Yaniv and Mikey for bringing this out. This has been awesome. I've got tons and tons of photos, and the experience. I mean, how cool is this, guys? How cool is this? Somebody from Canada reached out to me and said, hey, I have a $100,000 comic book that I want to pair up with your C8 Corvette. So very cool. Thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart. This meant a lot to me, especially because you brought me a gift too. That's like, holy crap. That's
Thank you,
amazing.
Mike, for meeting us. You know, I
Absolutely.
appreciate you answering me right away, and
Yeah.
I was really happy to do that. You know, you were down to earth, easy to talk to, and it's amazing to finally see this build in person. And I hope that every viewer can one day actually see it in person, and really fully.
I
appreciate
agree,
it.
man. That's my hope too. I know it probably will never happen, but I hope as many of my viewers that can see this in person, because it's a different experience when you see it in person.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
thank you so much again, guys.
Thank
And
you.
safe travels back to way up in Canada.
Thanks again. I appreciate it, Mike.
Yep. Thanks, Mikey.
Thanks, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope so much that you guys enjoyed that as much as we enjoyed it. I want to thank Yaniv and Mikey again so much from the bottom of my heart. for coming out and doing this photo shoot and letting me film them and just interact with them. They were both great guys. If you have not followed them yet on Instagram, make sure you do so, especially if you're into comic book collecting. That's all they do for a living. They basically buy and sell comic books for a living. And by the way, they told me something really, really interesting. 2 years ago, Yaniv bought that Captain America comic book for $50,000. And Mikey thought that that was kind of crazy and that he had spent way too much money on that comic. And lo and behold, he actually didn't spend too much money, because 2 years later, he's selling it for almost double what he paid for it. So really cool story. They did an excellent job of giving the history of that comic book, and it was really neat to pair it up with the C8 Captain America car. So I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today for this really unique and special episode. If you guys enjoyed it, please give us a big thumbs up. Leave comments down below and let them know how much you enjoyed the episode. And if you have not joined this wonderful Brink of Speed community, please consider doing so by smashing that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you out on the road.